Well, the story I always tell, because I think it was pretty significant, is he got frustrated and he was always had the desire to have his own business anyway. And so he goes to work one morning and the phone rings pretty shortly after that. And he says, I want to quit. And it's like, oh, yeah, I want to quit. And I said, well, then why don't ya? And so he came home a little bit later and he did it. And it's like, oh my gosh. And so that was really the start of it. Pretty soon we were on the road with 3 kids and a van headed for Sioux Falls. So that was the real start.
I really came back here to do something different, and that was manufacturing. I've been an engineer and I enjoy machinery and mechanical stuff. And I was kind of leaning in that direction, and Steve was getting ready to get out of college, and I said, if you want to come back, you know, now's the time. And so he made a decision to come back.
It was at a point where there needed to be a division of labor because, golly, when was that? How many years had you been at it? Really by himself with no like assistant. I mean, we had workers, but not like a vice president or anybody that really deeply into it as far as he was and needed to be. And so to keep all those balls up in the air had gotten really, really difficult. So when Steve came along, then that took off a lot of pressure.
We've grown from 1 subdivision to 8 over the years, and I think we're always going to have multiple subdivisions now across the market. We've got offerings on the east side, the west side, the south side, Harrisburg, Brandon. We've been down to T. So I think we're going to be opportunistic on the residential neighborhoods and make sure that we're delivering our quality of neighborhood on all corners of the community.
I joined the company in 1997. I'm the president of operations. Our family, each one of us, we grew up in Sioux Falls. We've always been part of the community. We've seen that in our family throughout from the whole time I've grown up here. We really do believe Sioux Falls is a special place. It's shown incredible growth. It's got so much more to offer than when I grew up here. And that reputation has become national since then. That didn't exist back when we were there. We see a dynamic community that's always seeking to grow. You see that in a lot of aspects, and we're a component of that. We try to bring that to our projects and try to bring something that both we can be proud of and the community can be proud of. And obviously we've done a little part of building Sioux Falls along the way. So
from 2008, the intention was, and continued on with, construction activities, and took my skills and construction background and engineering background and applied that to taking over the day-to-day operations of construction for Van Busker Company, with the idea that we could take those services out to the general public and start offering our services to build projects for other people. I believe the values that are important were instilled in us from a young age. Honesty and integrity translate from your personal life to your business life, and I think we live in one and the same. The business carries our name, and every day we reflect that in our behaviors and attitudes towards our clients and the way we treat our clients.
Steve and his team did an excellent job as far as helping me get through the process of working with the city, getting permits, getting plans done, things like that. They have great ideas, great concepts, help me be able to put that on paper. And then also the selling of the lots. They did a phenomenal job of being able to market the lots and sell them and turn it out to be a very successful project.
The Van Busker group built this building that I'm in right here. I get compliments every day. So, yeah, as a matter of fact, we had some this morning. People came in and seen our building and started doing business with us because of it.
Well, the city of Sioux Falls has literally worked on dozens of projects with the Van Busker companies, and you can kind of see their fingerprints all across the city. I look back over, the last 20, 30, 50 years and see Van Busker companies projects all across our region.
I think they're a great partner in our community from the standpoint of their projects are quality. Every project they have feels like it's very successful from the standpoint of well-designed, well thought-out, well-built, and I think they make great partners with most every company in this town.
I think they're trendsetters. They're putting up huge complexes and doing a lot of things that a lot of the developers aren't doing here in Sioux Falls. They've worked with the Lake Lorraine project. They've built a community basically. They're bringing in box stores and some things that are really going to make Sioux Falls destination. And so I think all in all, it's going to be a big boom for Sioux Falls as far as tax-wise goes, and employment goes, and just a place to be. Yeah, they're visionaries.
They're just a great community partner. We have a lot of public-private partnerships in this city where we need to rely on different developers to carry forward a vision that's ideal for the city as we move forward and grow. And Van Busker Companies always seems to have kind of that in mind, is how does the city need to grow and how can their work help advance that cause and that vision.
It's pretty amazing to stand back and think about 50 years. To be honest, it kind of sneaks up on you.
Many companies come and go, and we take a lot of pride in having our name attached to this one and having the longevity of 50 years. We'd like to see it go another 50 years.
It's a nice time to step back, reflect on where we've been, think about where we're going to go in the future. It's fantastic to spend this time with my parents who started the company 50 years ago.
It takes a lot for a company to survive and thrive for 50 years, and you can tell that they're a growing company and they're always looking into the future, and that's what makes it so upbeat and so promising about the company.
We have every intention of setting up to continue on with the talent that's here and allow them a place to grow and chase their dreams.
Congratulations on 50 years in our community and in Sioux Falls. We're going to need you for 50 more. At the rate things are going and the rate the community's going, we're going to rely on you as a partner, just like we rely on a lot of organizations and developers in this city. So thanks for the vision you've cast in the past. We're going to need that going forward as we grow together. So congratulations, you guys. Best wishes.